You guys want to hear confusing? Here's confusing. Friday, this past Friday, I went to the mall with my friend China, best friend. We see a guy named Tanner and his boyfriend, Danny. Now, he was bragging about Danny earlier on that day. And he's like, oh my god, here's my boyfriend, look at him, he's on my phone. And we're like, okay, whatever. And Skylar shows up with his friend Vince. And then Skylar breaks up with Vince to go out with Danny. Danny breaks up with Tanner to go out with China. China and Danny are now dating. But Skylar keeps making out with Danny. And China isn't jealous. And she's usually jealous when she's in love. So she doesn't think she's in love. So now China wants to break up with Danny, even though he broke up with someone else for her. But Skylar doesn't want to go out with Danny because, well, I don't know. He likes him, and they like each other, because they keep making out. And he keeps feeling him. If you catch my drift. They keep feeling him. China was like, it's not lust, because if it was lust, then I would be doing more. And I was like, okay, well, you just need to release sexual tension. If I'm wrong, let me know. Have you ever had to release sexual tension, and then all of a sudden you don't feel feelings for the person that you felt feelings for before? If that wasn't confusing. So I'm stuck here with a broken-hearted guy. A guy who's broken-hearted but making out with a guy who's going out with a girl who doesn't really like the guy. And then there's another guy who's broken-hearted because he's not there, even though he just got broken up with over the phone while he's at band at the football game. So, if this is any way confusing, ask a question. But otherwise, help me. What's wrong with China? I think it's just sexual tension that needs to be released. But she's like, no, it's not. I like him, but I don't like him like that. But all of them are on my MySpace, so all you have to do is just look through my MySpace. Tanner's on like my top 24. Skylar's on my top 24. China's on my top 24. She's number 1. Danny's on the last page of my friends. Vince isn't on mine, but he's on Skylar's. And yeah, you have mine. But then I try and tell this to my friend Jamie yesterday, who went to the movies with us because we had our mega movie night, even though not a whole lot of people showed up. That sucked, but that's okay. I mean, it was still a good movie. We saw Stranger Than Fiction, actually a pretty good movie. But before that, we saw Happy Feet, which doesn't come out for another 2 weeks. Go military people. That's where we got to see it. We got to see it on base for free. You guys suck. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop right now because I can't. I just want to I just want you guys to let me know, should Danny go out with Skylar, or should he stay with China, even though China doesn't really like him? Or should Danny go back out with Tanner? Because the reason he broke up with Tanner is because Tanner said he can't smoke, and Danny's not really ready for a relationship where the guy tells him that he loves him the first day he meets him. And then Vince is just kind of left there alone, even though he likes Skylar still. And nobody, yeah, and that sucks. So, help me.